Hello everyone, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist for Physio Function, and I'm going to be taking this level 1 different strength exercise class today. So level 1 classes are designed for individuals who may not have any movement in their affected arm and leg. It is a seated class, so there's no standing at all in this class. Please remember, it is a requirement for safety that you have someone there to assist you with exercises as needed. Okay, so this is week 2 of our endurance series. So we are going to be working today on your upper body. So these are exercises working on mainly the muscles in your chest, your shoulder, your arm, with a little bit of leg exercises to give our arms a break as we need. So we're working here on your ability to repeatedly use and contract the muscles in your arms with a bit of cardiovascular exercise, your general fitness as well chucked in there. So we're going to start with a general warm-up. We are then going to move into a circuit of exercises before moving on to a cool down. So let's get started. Let's start by sitting nice and tall in your chair. Really think about getting a lovely posture. So going nice and tall. Imagine someone's got a string attached to the top of your head and they're going to pull you up lovely and strong, lovely and tall. Keep that chest, that chin tucked in. Oh my gosh, I'm very tongue-tied today. If you can, back away from the back of the chair. Let's do some nice big shoulder rolls back here. Lovely rolls backwards. Starting to get everything loosened up in those shoulders. Up, back and around. Good. You may hear a little bit of crunching happening in your shoulders. It's just dry bits of tissue all sort of getting moving, getting mobile. It's really important for us to keep our joints moving to maintain range of motion, but also movement helps those joints stay nice and lubricated, nice and mobile. I always like the phrase, motion is lotion. Gives our joints a good old lubricating. So a bit like putting a bit of WD-40 on a rusty joint, just trying to loosen everything up so it moves nicely. Good, let's do big shoulder rolls forward. Lovely. If you can, you could get your elbows involved a little bit, holding your hands as well, just moving on that affected side as much as you can. Again, back, let's try and get those shoulders, those elbows working as well. Good. Place your hands on your right knee, turn to look over your right shoulder, twisting at your waist. Return back to center, hands on your left knee, turn to look over your left shoulder. Again, tall, twisting at your waist. Just as far as comfortable, back to center. We're just getting warmed up here. So you're not pulling yourself. You're growing tall. You're just rotating as if you were looking over your shoulder, feeling a gentle stretch in that torso. Back to center, hands to the left knee, gentle turn to the left. Look over your shoulder. Back to center, one more each way, hands on the right knee, turn to look over that right shoulder. And back to center, hands to the left knee, turn to look over that left shoulder, growing tall through your body. And back to center, lovely. Hands held together in front of you. Let's reach those arms forward and back. So if you need, your assistant could support underneath your elbow on your affected side to help guide the movement. You're just moving as far as comfortable. You may even want initially just to slide your hands forward on your lap. Okay, so just moving where it's comfortable. Really thinking about straightening out those arms and pulling them back. Straighten them out. Okay, this time hold it there. See if we can lift our arms up a bit and down. Again, just move within whatever ranges or limits are available to you. Really good. And down. Lovely. And again, let's go up and down. Good. Up, just moving within whatever limits are available. It doesn't matter how high you get. Easing into the motion. Good. Let's do one more here. Good. Lovely. This time, let's bend elbows, bring hands to chest and back down. Good. Up and down. Lovely. Thinking about joining in the movement as much as you can on that affected side. We're really keeping and focusing on our posture here throughout all these exercises, trying to really stay nice and tall. Good. Let's do 2 more. Really nice. Last one. And relax. Fantastic. Hands on your lap. Growing tall, shoulders back, long through the neck. Then round your back, drop your head, chin to chest. Feel that stretch across your upper back. Grow tall, shoulders squeeze back together, nice and long through your neck. Round that back, move those arms forward, option to drop your head. Feel that stretch along your upper back. Grow tall, squeeze shoulder blades back together, nice and long through your neck. Slide hands forward, round that upper back, option to drop that head. One more, hands back, shoulder blades squeeze back together, grow nice and long and tall through your neck. Last one, arms forward, round upper back, drop that head to chest. Give everything a nice little shake and a wiggle. Okay, some little movements for your legs before we start. So with your right leg, I want you to slide that leg forward on the floor, option to lift that foot up, and then come back underneath you. If this is your affected side and you struggle with movement, either your assistant could help you with the movement, so sliding that leg forward and back, making sure they're mindful of their back and their posture, or you can help with your other side. So forward and then back. Okay, so if you need holding onto your arms of your chair, this takes quite a lot of balance to do with no arms. Okay, so we're straightening out that leg, option to squeeze your thighs and lift it up, and then back down and curl back underneath you. Really nice. And again, straighten that leg, option to lift up off the floor, stay nice and tall, down and return back behind you. Fantastic. Again, straightening that leg, option to lift up, bring those toes up and down, tuck back behind you. Good. Straighten that leg, squeeze and lift, and tuck back behind you. Good. Left leg. So same thing, we're straightening, option to lift, and then tucking back behind us. So if you need to, again, we're helping with the other leg, or assistant can help. Lovely. If you need as well, popping a plastic bag underneath your foot can really help make the movement a bit easier. So if like me, your shoes are getting a bit stuck on the floor, it can make it much easier by having that underneath. Good. Do a few more here. Good. 2 more. Lovely. Last one. And back. Good. Okay. We're going to go into our main circuit now. So there is going to be 6 exercises, okay? And we're going to aim to go for about 60 seconds each. So, without further ado, we're going into our first exercise. So we're going to start with punching. So options. You can punch and work your unaffected side. Really make sure you're rotating and use your shoulder on your affected side. If you've got a bit of movement on your affected side, we are punching arms forward. Other option is you can punch your arms forward and back, holding in front. Okay, so we're going to go for 60 seconds. Are you ready? Sitting nice and tall. Off we go. So we're moving at a pace that you can sustain. So the idea here is that you're moving as fast as you can, but at your pace. So your pace might be different to mine. It will be different to someone else's. It's just finding that level that you can maintain for this minute. So that could be really pacing out those punches. Just whatever pace you need to do to stay moving for this minute. So you might be moving a bit quicker than this. So remember, if you're just doing a shoulder, really try and get that shoulder involved on that affected side. Really punching your unaffected. Fantastic. And then you're getting that body involved, using those abdominal muscles. Good, guys, you've got 5 seconds left. 1, and stop there. Good. Remember to have a drink nearby. If you need to pause and get a drink at any time, please do. Okay, we are having a little rest now. So while we rest, I'm going to show you the next exercise. We're going to do a bicep curl. So again, like the warm-up, we are going to be curling those arms up, hand to chest, and straight down. So if you have some movement in your arm, I want you to try curling up and down. Option, if you wanted to make it a bit more challenging, especially on your unaffected side, you could hold a light weight. So you could use a can of food, a bottle of water, and practice holding that and curling up and down to make that a bit more challenging for you. Okay? Joining in, you could have your assistant helping you with your unaffected side, or with your affected side, sorry, while you do focus on working both of them together. Or again, hands together here. Again, if you've got a bit of grip, you could hold a weight between your hands here and work like that. But really think about the movement in your affected side. Okay, so we've had our rest. Off we go. Bending and straightening. Good. And straighten. Remember, we're here. Or if we've got some movement or you want your assistant to help you, we are here. Think about really using those bicep muscles, so these muscles here at the top front of your arm. Good, nice posture. Lovely. Or here. Remember, you're trying to use affected side as much as you can. Really think about that movement. Think about the muscles working. Really nice. Good. Doing well, everyone. Keep it going. Nearly there. One more. And rest. Fantastic. Okay. Have a little rest. So the next exercise, we're going into another cardio one. We're going to be doing rowing or pumps. So if you are doing one arm, we're going to be focusing on a pumping motion. So forward and back with your arm. Okay. Option is we can do the pumping motion with both of our arms. Okay. So you can be here if you've got movement in both of your arms. So think forward and pulling back with your elbows, or here, forward and pulling back with your elbows. Okay. So they're the options. You can do one side, both together here, or if you've got the movement, forward and backward here. So forward pumping, forward rowing, I guess. Well, a lot less rowing, but pumping, I guess. Okay. So get yourself sat upright, nice and ready. Off we go. Forward and backward. Pumping those arms. Lovely. Keep it going. Really nice. Remember again, you're finding a pace that you can sustain. Really good. Keep it going. Lovely, guys. We're here. We're here. Focus on that pulling back of those elbows. Keep nice and tall. Or remember, you can just be doing the one side. Really thinking about staying nice and strong and stable through your body. Everything's moving. Well, your arms are moving except for your shoulders, except your body. That's it. Oh, well done, guys. Nearly there.
I'm not sure.
And we're done. So that's my watch talking to me again. Have a little rest here. So while you're rest, I will show you the next exercise. So we are going to be doing a chest press. So hands are going to be here in front of you. We're going to be reaching forward and then coming back. Reaching forward and coming back. Option if you want to, you could rest back on your chair here and work on chest pressing at a diagonal up in the ceiling. So that is an option for you as well. Okay, so if you really struggle with your movement here, you might find it better to be slightly reclined on your chair. Again, you're trying to think about keeping a nice straight back and working on that chest press to the ceiling. Okay? So again, picking whichever option works for you. So make sure you grab the drink if you need one. We're going to get ourselves ready now. So we're shuffling forward a little bit and leaning back on the chair. That's the option. Hands clasped together. Remember, if you want to, again, if you've got the movement, you could do arms separate. You could even hold, like I said, hold some little weights in your arms or in one of your arms. Okay? Your assistant's helping you on your affected side. If they support your wrist and your elbow and just guide the movement, make sure that there's never anyone pulling on your arm and that you are talking and guiding them through. So make sure you talk to each other. Don't want anyone having any pain. Okay, off we go. Up and down. So you could have some pillows behind you if that's more comfy. Working on that diagonal up to the ceiling. Good. We're feeling those chest muscles working. Working at your own pace. Almost halfway. Good. Really nice, everyone. Lovely. Really nice. Good, nearly there. Oh, feel that burn. Good, keep it moving. Lovely. And rest. Fantastic. Oh, give those arms a good little shake. Those shoulders a little bit of a move. Okay, we're giving our arms a wee little bit of a break now. We're going to do some marching for the next minute. That's marching your legs, option to get your hands going, moving your body. So giving our arm muscles a little bit of a break, and then we have one more arm exercise. So you've all done fantastically well with this. So we'll have a little bit more of a rest, so make sure you grab a drink if you need one, okay? And then we'll come into our marching exercise. Whew. Right. So, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Marching those legs. Using those arms, swinging that body. Remember, we're sustaining our movement, so you're moving at a pace that you can maintain. Really good. Lovely, guys. Keep it going. Good. Moving your muscles on the affected side. So if you can't move your leg very much, that's fine. Just moving. You could even just be marching on one side. Whatever it is, just to keep yourself moving. Really well. We're nearly there. Fantastic. Keep it going. And rest there. Lovely. Okay. Final exercise. Although I may actually add in another one because we're doing well for time today. So what we are going to do after we finish having a rest, we're going to be doing a row motion. So similar to what we're doing in the arm pumping, we're going to think about squeezing out, bringing our elbows back and squeezing our shoulder blades back together, and then moving those arms forward. So you could do these arms on your lap, pulling those elbows back, squeezing shoulder blades back together and forward. So we're really working on the muscles around your shoulder blades at the back that are really important for shoulder stability. So it's really important that not only we work the muscles in our arm, but we work the muscles all around our shoulder. So our shoulder comes all the way from the front here, all the way around to the back, okay? It's really important that we work all those muscles too. Because if we have stability around here, it will allow a greater freedom of movement further down. Okay, so off we go. Hands together in front, reaching forward. Elbows are pulling back, squeezing shoulder blades back together. Keep those shoulders down, don't let them right up. Reach forward, pull back, squeeze elbows back together, squeeze shoulders back together. And again, forward and back. Squeeze elbows, shoulders back together. Good. And again, reach forward and pull back, squeezing shoulder blades back together. Nice. Forward, squeezing everything back together. Good. Forward, squeezing everything back together. Really nice. And again, reach forward, squeeze elbows back together, squeeze shoulder blades back together. Lovely. Forward, squeezing everything back together. Lovely. Final one. Forward, squeezing everything back together. Fantastic. So I am going to add on a little bit here because we are running well with our time. So apologies if you thought you were finishing. So we are going to come back into our punching motion. So we're going to do 1 more minute of punching, okay? And then we're going to do one final shoulder exercise. So keep having your rest here for a moment. So you've definitely had a good arm workout today. So what we're going to do, so I want you to think about sitting nice and tall, and then we're just moving our arms. Remember, you can just be moving your shoulder and your unaffected arm, be forward and backward punching, just maintaining that movement, okay? So have a rest for a little bit longer, and then we will get started. Grab yourselves a drink if you need one. You're doing really, really well. Everything is shake. Okay, let's get going. So, punching those arms forward and backward. Really, again, making sure we're sustaining and maintaining the movement, picking a pace that works for you. Option to use both of your arms if you've got the movement. Or again, you could hold the hands in front, practice the punching. Either way, whatever works for you. Really good. Keep it going, guys. Well done. Awesome. Nearly there. 15 seconds. Fantastic. Keep it going. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Have a rest for a moment, and then we're going to do our final exercise. Final exercise, we're going to do a shoulder press. So, hands together in front. We're going to be reaching our arms up to the ceiling and down. So, going from bent elbow, just trying to reach up. Now, again, you can just go as high as you can here. This could be here. It's just thinking about reaching those arms towards the ceiling, okay? So you're moving within your limits. Again, your assistant can support underneath your elbow. So hands can be together. If you've got the option, you can practice here if you have the movement. Or alternatively, if you want, you could just work on your unaffected side, okay? If you've got no movement here, then you could work on just your unaffected side if you choose to, okay? So we're going to rest just a moment longer. And then we're going to get going. Okay. We get it going in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So remember, we're reaching up and down. You can work one side. You can work both together. Assistant can support underneath, elbow on your affected side. Working at a pace that works for you. Fantastic. Really nice, guys. Really good. Keep it going. Lovely. Doing really, really good. We're nearly there now. I know I sprung another couple of exercises on you. Good. I think this is the last minute. The final push. Awesome. Then we've just got some nice stretches to finish on. Good. One more. And relax. Awesome work. Lovely. Well done. We're going to do a short cool down now. So we've worked our arms a lot. We're going to work on stretching out these arm muscles here. So if you can, I want you to bring your unaffected arm behind your back, so onto the base of your back. You've got the option, you could bring your other arm back too, or keep it out on your arm rest at the side. I want you to think about squeezing your shoulders back together, squeezing those elbows back together to feel a nice stretch across your chest here. Hold that one there. Take some nice big breaths in and out here. So big breath in and out. Lovely. And again, big breath in and out. Good. One more breath here. Big breath in and out. Lovely. Okay. Hands together. You're going to reach your arms down your lap. Okay. Round that upper back. Option to drop that chin to chest and really feel a stretch down across the top of your back there. Hold that one there. Again, you can take some nice big breaths in. Use the breath to just increase that stretch a little bit. And feel your lungs expanding. Good. One more breath. Good. Sitting nice and tall. So we're just going to stretch out those shoulders now. So I want you to bring one shoulder across if you can. So you could always hold your arm here if this is your unaffected side. And hold it there just for a bit of a posterior shoulder stretch. Make sure if you're pinchy at all in your arm, ease off this one, okay? You can have your assistant help hold your arm across just to stretch those shoulder muscles. Nice, holds here. Well done. Good. And then we're going to bring your affected arm. So again, be careful here. If you're pinching at all, then please don't do it. Okay, just feeling that stretch in your shoulder muscles. Lovely. Good. Okay, just going to do one final stretch for our side body. We relax our right arm down to our side. We're going to reach it down to the floor. Think about lengthening up through your side body here. If you can, with your other arm, you can bring it up and overhead for just a really nice stretch down the side. You could have your other arm on the armrest if you're choosing this, because it could be quite intense on your tummy muscles. So have your arm supported on the armchair and reach up and over if that is something that you can do. If not, we are just here, really lengthening down. And then come back to center and other way. So remember, you're reaching down to the floor. Really think about lifting those ribs up and away from your pelvis. Option to bring the arm up and overhead if that's available to you. Lovely. Really nice. Big breaths in and out here. One more. Good, and back down. Well done, everyone. Give yourselves a massive clap, pat on the back. Thank you very much for joining me today for this different strength exercise class. So to get the most out of the classes, I would recommend that you do at least another 2 exercise classes this week as a minimum. So you could use last week's lower body class as another class this week, or you could repeat this one again if you wanted to. So it's really up to you. There are so many exercise videos available on the Different Strokes Charity Facebook page and Different Strokes UK YouTube. So make sure you check them out. There's just so much choice from all the videos from this year and last year. So you can really add a lot of variety to your weekly exercise routine. So as always as well, give me a thumbs up if you've done the class and you've enjoyed it. And if you have any feedback or comments, please leave below or send a message to the Different Strokes Charity Facebook page. I welcome any feedback at all. And also, if you have any ideas or anything you'd love me to do a series on or a class on, anything you'd like to see, then please make sure you comment or send us a message because I'd love to include that for you. All right, guys, have a lovely rest of your week. Thank you again for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.